Thomas and Friends Wooden Stories, Episode 1, Gordon and the Old Mine. On the island of Sodor, there is an old railway line. Before Thomas came, 2 engines ran this line. Their names were Edward and Neil. This line connected to a mine shaft, which some mine workers used to go and mine in. One day, Edward and Neil were talking. "Hello, Edward. I heard the Fat Controller and another gentleman talking about closing down this line. Do you think it's going to happen?" "It may or may not, Neil. We'll just have to wait and see." The gentleman Neil was referring to was the railway inspector. He didn't think the mine area was safe for engines or people to work at, so he was going to go tell the Fat Controller just that. "Oh, why hello, Mr. Railway Inspector. What are you doing here?" "Hello, Sir Topham Hatt. I am here to inform you that I think that the mine area should be closed down for good. It's too unsafe for people or engines to work at." "Yeah, we've had this complaint before. I think it is finally time that we close down the old line." And so the Fat Controller did just that. So the next day, the Fat Controller went to go talk to Edward and Neil. "Hello, Edward. Hello, Neil. I have some very sad news to inform you about. Due to the unsafety of the mine area, we will be closing it down. We will find you new jobs on Sodor, so don't worry, we won't send you away for scrap. So, just to let you know, you will be getting a new job. I'm very sorry about this, and I hope we can figure it out." And he walked away. Later that day, Neil talked to Edward. "Hello, Edward. Do you think Sir Topham Hatt will be able to find me a good job?" "Why, yes, Neil. Why wouldn't he?" "Well, it's because I'm old, and I'm small, so I can't pull a lot. It's just, I don't feel like I'd be useful for anything." "Oh, don't worry, Neil. The Fat Controller's never let me down, so I don't see why he wouldn't let you down." "Thank you, Edward. You made me very happy." And Neil pulled away. Later that day, Edward and Neil were sent away along with all the equipment from the mine. Then, the Fat Controller put up a gate to keep people out of the old mine line. "We should have closed this part of the railway down years ago." And then he walked away. Many years had passed since the mine closed down. Edward now worked for the Fat Controller's railway as a banker engine and a goods train engine. And Neil now ran tour trains, giving passengers tours of Sodor. One day, Gordon the express engine was pulling his train down the line. A few miles back, Gordon had taken a wrong turn and didn't know where he was. "Where am I?" said Gordon. Up ahead, Gordon saw the gate. He knew he would be fine since it was a switch track and they were usually switched for the express trains. Then Gordon's driver saw trouble. He realized that the gate switch was switched onto the gate track. "Oh no," said the driver. "Gordon, stop!" But Gordon couldn't stop, and he kept on going. "Oh no," said Gordon as he crashed into the gate and kept going down the line. Gordon kept rolling down the line. He soon realized that he couldn't stop. Up ahead, Gordon saw the old mine shaft. "Oh no," said Gordon. Then, Gordon crashed into the old mine shaft. Then Gordon busted through the other side of the mine and crashed. Luckily, no one was hurt, but Gordon was dazed and surprised. "Oh, the indignities," said Gordon. Then the Fat Controller arrived. "Well, Gordon, it looks like you found the old mine line. I wonder what we're gonna do with it." "Sir, can I please be put back on the rails first?" "Oh yes, we will send for Rocky to have you put back on the rails in no time." And just as the Fat Controller had said, later that day, Gordon was back on his way down the main line. Later that night, the Fat Controller was inspecting the area. Then it came to him. "Oh, wait! There's sidings right here, so we could turn these into sidings, and we could fill in the holes where The miners used to dig in the mine shaft area, and we can turn it into a station. That's a great idea. And he walked away just to start his plan. And just as the Fat Controller had said, they had turned the old mine area into a station, and they made a special tour train ran by Toby and a special yellow caboose. Toby ran from the old mine shaft all around Sodor. And during the night where Toby needed to put his caboose, they used one of the areas as a reserved spot for Toby and his caboose.